Hello everybody and welcome to the first episode proper of Season 3 of Fighter Subscriber. The preliminaries are still ongoing, but there's been a few standout craft, and short of all the remaining craft being absolutely godlike, I think it's now safe for us to proceed to the Gauntlet with one or two of them. There has, of course, been a change to the lineup of my craft. My Cyclone has retired from this stage of the competition, although it is still earning a living in the preliminaries, and it has been replaced with my Su-47-esque Redhawk. Because of the addition of a preliminary round, the standard of craft this season is going to be higher than ever, and accordingly all of my own craft have been tweaked and balanced and tweaked again. My special thanks to one of my subscribers, Leggedlack, for helping with that, but that's enough of me waffling on. Let's go and meet today's contender. So, to kick off the third season, we have a craft here from DunaMoose, our Season 1 champion, so cruelly denied a place in last season's final right at the last minute. Hoping to make up for that is his latest craft, the, let me see if I can get this right, the MRI-2 Archer Mark 1 EVA R4 E1, although if it's alright with you, I'll just be calling it the Archer. Now this is a beast of a craft. I may have said that about some other craft in the past, but this is the beastiest beast to have thus far featured in the competition. It is a drone with a trio of Saturn engines, 4 Vulcan miniguns, a full complement of missiles, and yeah, my own craft are in for one hell of a ride. Before we get to the main event, I have of course taken this craft up for a test flight, and even just flying this thing around, you can tell it is meant to do nothing but destroy. In the preliminaries, it won all 5 of its rounds, one of only 2 craft from the 18 we've seen so far to do so. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of destruction today, and I'm not sure much of it is going to be inflicted by my own craft, but let's go and see, shall we? To begin today's gauntlet against the Archers, and replacing the Cyclones as the first in the lineup, we have my Clubtails. Let's get them into the air. And so the first fight of Season 3 starts. Who will be victorious? If I was a betting man, I really wouldn't bet against the Archers. They are just something else. The Archers have gotten their volley of missiles away. It looks like the Clubtails have just about managed to get theirs away as well, and everybody will start breaking low to dodge. Yeah, going well past the tail of this Archer now. Gets its second volley away. Doesn't appear to be any casualties at the moment. Some of those explosions did look close to one of the Clubtails, but everything seems to be fine at the moment. Second volley doesn't find its mark either. Getting very close. This Archer now switches to Sidewinders. Sidewinders, as we found out during the preliminaries, can be devastatingly effective at this range. But nothing doing this time. Oh, there we go. There goes the Sidewinder, but it looks like it won't come to anything there. Where's that other Archer? I saw one of them getting involved in a bit of a gun battle. Over there. This Archer lines up one of the Clubtails in its sights. 4 Vulcan cannons, that is not something you want to face as a pilot. How are the others getting on? I'm seeing a bit of, is that debris or missiles or something? How are the Clubtails getting on? Intact, intact, intact. Although I thought I saw... No, I thought I saw a missing control surface there for a moment, but no, it looks like all the Clubtails are in good health. This Archer comes around hard, trying to line up that Clubtail. Breaks off. Breaks off. I think it's got a bit of an altitude ceiling. No, it's got an incoming missile. Popping plenty of flares as well. I'm not sure what's targeting it. That is one of the Archers gone. That is another one of the Archers gone. That is not what I was expecting. That is not at all what I was expecting. These craft are just so invincible during the preliminaries. It looks like it might be able to get a revenge kill, but no, it looks like one of the Clubtails has managed to get a missile at it. Oh! It looks like something has happened there, though. There was already debris. I was about to comment on it. One of the Clubtails has fallen to something. And then the other one shattered. I'm not sure if that was friendly fire, but it looks like it's one-on-one. There goes what I assume to be a Sidewinder, distracted by flares. Okay, now I think the Archer is once again the favourite. Gets scorched. Richmal Kerman trying to avoid that gunfire. Not easy with 4 Vulcan cannons. Manages to retain most of his control surfaces, but we'll be finding it a little bit more difficult to fly. The Archer coming in now. A hail of bullets. Nothing finds the mark for the moment. Comes about another volley. Again, nearly sweeps across the body of Richmal Kerman's craft, but he just about manages to dodge. The Archer stuck stubbornly to his tail, though. It's surely only a matter of time. Trying to outrun it. Might not have the... Oh, that Sidewinder. Might not have the manoeuvrability left to do it. A Sidewinder comes in, but that's just that range. It's just a little too close for those missiles. Richmal Kerman tries to come about, tries to acquire the Archer as a target. Might be able to do it, in fact. Switches to guns. It's a joust! Both craft as healthy coming out as they were going in. It looks like the Clubtail, I think the Archer's the more manoeuvrable, but it looks like the Clubtail has just got that extra little bit of motivation to come around quicker. Look at the speed on those Archers, though. Those 3 Saturn engines certainly playing the part here. Coming hard over. Is it going to try for a Sidewinder? No! I think that's the problem at the moment. It's trying to turn around quickly, line up a Sidewinder kill, and it's just not coming to anything. Okay, I think this is bugged out a little bit. The Archer is refusing to fire, but given the relative positions of the 2 craft here, and the fact the Clubtail has got more damage on it than the Archer has, I think we're going to have to call this one for the Archer and move on to the next fight. A slightly weird fight there to kick us off, but I'm sure the Archers won't mind too much. A win is, after all, still a win. And now we move on to our second fight, where the Archers will face off against my Panthers. Let's get this one going. So here we go for round 2. Both sets of craft will try and turn around and get missiles away, although these Panthers are not quite as manoeuvrable as their counterparts, the Clubtails, so yes, it looks like they have not managed to get a pair of AMRAAMs away. It's kind of as I feared for these craft. They do tend to prioritise keeping that energy, keeping that speed over manoeuvrability, which might not be the best strategy against these particular craft, although they do seem to be able to dodge those missiles pretty well. Yeah, these craft are pretty powerful. I think this season is probably the last time we'll see craft quite this powerful. I mean, amongst anything else, regular fighter subscriber seasons after this one of the Panthers gone already, and another one as well. Yeah, this really is not a good tactic for surviving against those Archers. No, but future seasons of fighter subscriber, the regular ones at least, I think we will be sticking to manned craft, and there'll be no drones, and there'll be a whole other bunch of restrictions, so enjoy the 3 Saturn engines while you can. Holding on there for the moment, though. That little bit of Panther debris crashes into the ground. I thought that might be one of the Archers gone for a moment, but I'm not sure that's going to happen this fight. Jebediah Kerman gets scorched. Soon we'll have 12 Vulcan cannons trained on him. Oh dear, Jebediah. I'd have just stayed in bed this morning if I were you, mate. Does seem to be avoiding it for the moment, though. Another lot of gunfire comes raining in, though. It's almost as if, though, the Panther's a little bit too slow for the Archers, and they kind of get a few guns away and then overshoot and have to come back around. So maybe you've bought yourself a little bit of time through that, Jebediah, but not too much. Another scorching. Again, no fatal damage yet. We're still showing on the vessel switcher. More gunfire rains in. Goes past Jebediah's tail. It can't be long, though, until those archers train their guns on him properly. That comes very close. But again, some minor evasive maneuvers do manage. Oh, that is getting so close. Jebediah, just run. Jebediah switches to the Sidewinders. I'm not sure what's going on there. Jebediah has a Sidewinder coming in for him. It's popping plenty of flares. Having to avoid that might allow the archers to train their guns on him a bit better. But comes away from that completely unscathed. Oh, Jebediah, you are holding on like a true hero. And I'm afraid even your heroics might run out, get scorched. Loses some more bits. Is now missing wing surface, missing a lot of control surfaces. Might have a bit of difficulty pulling out of this one. Yeah, that has really unbalanced his craft. Here comes the ground, and it might be curtains for Jebediah. He's trying valiantly to pull out. Having to avoid another Sidewinder as well. But I'm afraid that is where Jebediah's luck ran out, and it is a clean sweep for the archers this time around. So more along the lines of what I was expecting in that last fight, but now the archers faced what is undoubtedly their toughest test yet, in the form of the new cream of my crop, the Redhawks. Let's see how they get on this time. And so the final fight starts, and I'm going to be very interested to see how this one pans out. This is the first time these archers have faced the final version, my final tweaked and balanced Redhawks. And it doesn't look like the Redhawks have... Yes, they have got some missiles away. I was just worried there for a second, but yeah, the archers are diving low. Yes, they faced an earlier version in one of my live streams, but this is their first real test against these, as I said, final versions of the craft. Nothing doing with that first volley of missiles. The archers loose their second volley, and I'm not sure if the Redhawks are going to get theirs away. The archers already closing to Sidewinder range, and I'm sure they'll soon be launching those as well. That second volley of missiles does not hit, and already we're within gun range. What can the Redhawks do? They've kind of been pushed against the ropes here. Can they turn this around? This archer diving low does have a missile incoming now. That's probably a Sidewinder, and that might be very dangerous from this range. Oh, just about avoids it. One of the Redhawks looks like it's gotten very badly scorched there. Nope, it looks like... I think it was this craft. It looks like mostly superficial damage. It should be able to pull out of that just fine. What is that over there? That's just missiles going back and forth. No debris there. Gets away a missile. Launched at that archer over there. Doesn't do anything. Valentina Kerman having to dodge hard. Has gunfire incoming. How are the archers getting on? Another missile launched. Oh, what was that? That's one of the archers gone. Is that archer? Damaged, but not out. I think it's lost its Vulcans, though. Those look to be wobbling all over the place. So it's effectively, I think, 2 against 3 at the moment, although this archer may serve as a distraction. What was that? That is that one of the Redhawks gone? Just check. Yes, the archer seems to be in health. Was it one of the Redhawks, though? Richmond Kerman appears to be getting some damage. I'm just trying to find that other craft that was hit. Unless it just wasn't badly damaged. Here it is. Yes, again. I'm just having to double check that these are different craft. Yes. We have 2 archers now that have lost all their weapons. Although, as I said, still a distraction to this other craft. Not a distraction any longer, though, I don't think. Blown to smithereens. Still showing up on the vessel switcher, so yeah. And this craft, what's happened to this craft? If you run out of fuel, hasn't run out of fuel, has had all its engines blown off. I was about to say the one remaining healthy archer, but not as healthy as it could be. Missing an engine, missing just one side, one of those, one of the 3 fuselage pods. Missiles coming in now. It will be a Sidewinder. It will be difficult to dodge at this range. And it was very difficult to dodge at this range. Yes, the Redhawks do end up being the archer's toughest test, and it's one they do not come out on top of. This archer still technically does have its weapons intact, or at least the 4 Vulcan cannons. So we're not going to call this one prematurely, but yeah, all the Redhawks can fly. All the Redhawks seem to have their guns, so it's now just a matter of time before the 2 remaining craft find themselves gently gliding into the ocean. Gunfire comes in very close. And with the last remaining archer with some weapons left falls to the ground. A missile incoming. I think we can safely call this one for the Redhawks. Let's move on and close this one out. Having had the unenviable task of being the first up against my new augmented lineup, the archer has not done badly at all. If we bring up the at the moment rather sparsely populated leaderboard, we can see that with 6 kills and 4 survivors, the archer is on a very creditable 10 points, although we won't know exactly how creditable until this thing starts to fill up over the coming weeks. My massive thanks to DunaMoose for this craft. As I said, it's a bit too early to tell whether or not it will right the wrongs of last season, but it's certainly in with a good shout. If you want me to fight any of your craft, I'm afraid it is too late to get involved with Season 3, and Season 4 the rules will be changing quite a lot, but after the preliminaries have finished, I will be back to doing my mailbag streams, so send me whatever you like, and it'll probably be featured there. If you've enjoyed today's video, please consider liking, subscribing, following me on Twitter, getting involved with the Discord. Whatever you like, all the information is down below. I'll be back soon with some more Fighter Subscriber, and later on today for the next of the preliminaries, so join me for that. But in the meantime, thanks for watching, take care, and I'll see you next time.